Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. We are at the winter parking for Zealand Road. There's one car way down, which you can go out that way past Lower Ammonoosuc Falls. It's nice. And then 3 other cars here. And it's about 9:20 maybe in the morning. We are doing a short hike today up to Middle Sugarloaf. So I think there's north and middle have a trail, and then south is a trailless peak. So we're gonna go to middle. I think this is north right here. Yeah, we just are looking for something short to do today. It's a clear day. I think there's low winds up on the presidentials at least midday. It would be a good day for the prezzies, but we don't need a 4K today, so we're just gonna go and do Middle Sugarloaf. It's on the 52 with a view. We are finishing up our road walk. That's Hale straight ahead. And then it's hard to tell that in front of it there's another little mountain, and I believe that is South Sugarloaf. And we're coming up to the parking area. There's a bridge, and the parking is going to be on the right before the bridge. And the trailhead is on the right after the bridge. And there's Trestle Trail. I don't know if it runs together with it at the beginning. And then you're going to take a right to go up the Sugarloaves, and Trestle will continue straight. And then right as we're almost to it, there's a gate right here on the left-hand side. And I think it's I don't know if they use it for snowmobiling or not, but there's a trail in there. Oh, they have a sign right there. And I think it's called Wildlife Pond. Let's see, I think we'll go out and do that on the way back. But you go down the road just a little bit. That is some crunchy ice. Wildlife Pond. You go down this way and then turn to the right, and it takes you out to a very shallow pond that has really nice view of the Sugarloaves. This is the parking area for the Sugarloaves. And you can park on the right side of the road as you are. No, on the left side of the road, right?
What?
Parking. No parking on the right.
Right.
So you can come down, see if there's parking, and then turn around and park on the left. And that no parking sign was like a quarter mile away from the parking lot. So that tells you how popular this is when the road is open, especially in the fall. The leaves are really good. All right, so we're gonna, I think, go out to Wildlife Pond when we come back. We saw a moose out there once, so every time I'm like, this is our day, but it was really raining and crappy, and I don't think the moose heard us coming, obviously, because it walked right in front of us on the trail, and then it freaked out a little bit. Nice, beautiful day. Okay, so this is the trailhead. And okay, so we're gonna go up Sugarloaf Trail just to middle, and Trestle Trail continues. And see this sign? Yeah, it was a difficult crossing. We did that not during high water, I would say, either. Ooh, I might need spikes here. Let's see. I'm hoping to not wear them. Here's a down tree. I think I might want my spikes. Let's see. But I've seen people fishing in here. I've seen kids swimming in here. We're right next to a campground, which is on the other side, so people can come down easily to the water. And yeah, I think I'm going to put on my rock spikes. All right. We are less than a half a mile in on the trail now. These are those large erratics. This one doesn't look that big, but when you're coming up, it's quite large. And then you come around the corner and there's these. These are mentioned in the 52 of the View guidebook. And we did put spikes on right away, and I put on my terrible completely rounded spikes, and it's like ice skating with them on. They're not good. This ice is really solid. So I think coming down, I brought my better hill sounds. I'm going to need those coming down because there's no way I can get any kind of purchase on the solid ice. But we shall see. I think there's one person or two people ahead of us today, which there were only 3 cars in the lot. And one of them was definitely the caretaker of the hut, so I thought people would be out doing the Z-bonds today because it's a beautiful day. But I guess not. Looks like there's another big erratic coming up. A fair amount of blowdowns on the trail. I think I've seen like 5 maybe so far. All right. Okay, we made it up the steep climb. And now if you go to middle, it's to the left, and north is to the right. And along the way out to north, there is, I think it was smoky quartz. I'm pretty sure. Mining out there, and you're allowed to look for it, but you're not allowed to use any tools. So we might go out to north. We're undecided. We took our spikes off about half mile in. Once we really got into the open hardwoods, you didn't need them anymore. There's a little bit. Now we're kind of in a fir section, but it's flat, so we probably won't need it. There's a ladder climbing up middle. That I remember being icy in the past, so we might need it then, but we'll see. And I think there's someone else ahead of us, so maybe we'll see them.
It might be out
also,
north.
They could go out to north. Who knows? All right. Next stop, Middle Sugarloaf. This is the view right as you come out of the trees on Middle Sugarloaf. I did not zoom in at all. And I will tell you all the peaks in a second. And we passed the other 2 people that were out here coming down. We bare booted up, although there is some pretty sketchy ice, and going down we might have to put on spikes just for a few short sections. Okay. Oh, I forgot to verify what that is. Dartmouth or Deception or both. I don't know those yet. It's terrible. Okay. And then we have Jefferson right there, and then Clay and Washington and Monroe kind of behind that tree, and Eisenhower behind the tree. And this is the backside of the Brettonwood ski area. So there's like Mount Oscar and what is it, Rosebud? I'll check it. I can't remember. And then this is Tom and Field. And that bump in the center is Westfield. And then in close right here is South Sugarloaf. And I think this is South Hale and Hale. South Twin, North Twin, and peak above the Nubble. And I didn't go down and take a look around. You get views off the other side going to North Sugarloaf also. And down here you can see Zealand Road and the wildlife pond right down there. Let me zoom in a little. There it is. You can see the cog railway, the white line going up right there. Lots of birds out. All right, we'll come around. I'll shoot from the other side too. All right, so there's ledges all up along, and I came down this one just because I was interested to see if it would be a possible route to bushwhack over to South Sugarloaf. And I checked, this is now Oscar, has like a slide on the back, and then Rosebrook, and then Stickney. And then the problem with this is it continues down on a series of ledges, but it looks like the easiest way down would be right through here, and that has red algae on it. It has to be super dry. I don't know. But also, you might be able to get that way and then come back around. I don't know if I want to go down and check it. I probably should, then we'll know not to come this way.
That's okay. We should do a little, I'll do a little bit of online research. I bet somebody's done this before.
It's hard to find stuff about it because I don't know what list it's on. I'll have to look. Anyway, I'm going to pop up and show you the other views from up there. Oh, it's really nice in the sun. Beautiful. A lot of bang for your buck. It was about a little under 2.5 miles to get up here with the road walk. So if the road is open, then it's like 1.2 or something. It's super, super short. I highly recommend it. You will not be alone if you come up here when the road is open, though. Now we're further around, so that's South Sugarloaf and Hale. Coming around to the Twins, peak above the Nubble, and then looking down in the Carroll Twin Mountain area. There's a breeze. Oh, there's somebody out now on North. So this is North Sugarloaf. It could be the two ladies we saw, or it could be someone different. And then this is Mount Martha, Cherry Mountain. And let me come back a little bit here. This is quite a drop off right here. Right over the corner is Pliny Mountain. Pliny. I was very tempted to do that this week. That is a bushwhack. There's an abandoned trail that goes up partway, but it's very wet, so I thought that it might be better to do things while it's frozen. And this rock is super cool. It has that white ring. It goes all the way around it. Hard to see it from the other side because of the way the light is. But it's there. I think that's a super cool rock. All right, I think we're not going to go to North, although it has a great view of this. It's nice. It's worth going out to. But I think we're a little strapped for time, so we're going to go down. We're going to put on good spikes. Oh, well, I'm going to put on good spikes. John only has one set with him. And we're going to go out and stop at Wildlife Pond on the way. I wonder if we go this way, do we get more view? I think we do, but maybe not. Yeah, it looks like no. Okay, so this is the exit to the trail. No, it isn't. I have to come all the way around again. You want to be able to see Mount Washington, and that is where you go back into the trees. There are some paths up here into the trees, but I suspect those are just people going to the bathroom or whatever. I don't know. See, there's Tom, or Field and Tom, so I gotta keep going. It's quite expansive. There's a little path off right there. Path through right here. I'm not going to go that way. Another random rock sitting out here. And that is where we had gone down to look for a bushwhacking route. And now I have to climb up this. But there's the presidentials. We'll climb up and then we can get back into the trees. Onto the trail. Out on the wildlife pond trail. It goes a little bit further and takes you to quote unquote the pond, which is not really a pond. But here's a nice beaver lodge and a dam right here. It's done a pretty good job of flooding this area. And then right behind John is Middle Sugarloaf. Look at all the cool rock on that. So if you go out to where the pond is, it's really just the stream going through there. And you can see where it had been, maybe it had been dammed up by a beaver and made a pond at one point, but no longer. We've got some bog bridges here. This area back here is the pond, and it's just really like the stream coming through. But when you're there, you have a pretty good view to Middle Sugarloaf and Hale. All right, so we're just going to row back to the car. There's a little bit of snow on this, but nothing that merits traction. Let's see. This is like it for the snow. And then Zealand Road is clear. We wore spikes at the top coming down off of Middle Sugarloaf, and then at the bottom, same like a half mile out, like we did coming in. It was definitely softening up on the bottom, but still worthy of spikes. And no place on that hike is there enough snow for snowshoes. Even if you were going to try to bushwhack someplace, there's just no snow. So unless there's more storms, you do not need to carry snowshoes to do the Sugarloaves. All right, great day. Should be around 5 miles. So more than that? All right.
I don't know, maybe.
I think it should be around 5 miles. All right.